With information and an idea gathered, how would the cell like to proceed?
We need to draw this thing out before it finds another target.
I'll move on. From the point.
Robot.
Yeah, robot there, and
Sorry.
a little bit of Crüjen's feedback.
Oh.
How do we think about doing that? Is what Bishop is, if we go with that, do we have any idea how to draw this out?
We take its tail.
Yeah, if it's so obsessed with its tail, it'll probably come back for it. That's probably how I got here to begin with. Maybe some other hunter took it, and then it took it back.
I mean, the
Drop it
fact
here.
that we found these dog bones with that in it tells us perhaps that's what made it came to that place, thinking that it is. So I think it does fit the MO that we know so far. But
I'll move up to a spot and take point. So I've got it at range. Keep everyone cut if need be.
You have arranged what now?
We're in.
He's gonna take it at range with the rifle.
Sorry. Thank you.
I'll provide cover. I'll everyone.
Okay, I got that part.
if we take this and bring it to, let's say, somewhere in that other place, that car or something, can we rig up with something that can essentially tell us where it is coming? Because we believe this thing can move unnaturally fast between locations. We think we are trapping it. It can trap us very quickly with that.
Eyes on everything. You see a tree move away, you shoot. You see plants move. Look for the signs that it's there. Don't look for the thing itself.
Can we bring it to like a place without any tree, maybe like a river or something, like a clearing that it doesn't have an advantage? Then we are on some...
There are lots of rivers in this area. This place is also has another name outside of the Cranberry Wilderness. It's also known as where is
The river wilderness.
No, birthplace of rivers. There's even a monument nearby called the Birthplace of Rivers Monument. So you're able to find ponds, creeks, small bodies of water. Nothing. You ain't seeing the Mississippi here, but there's plenty of streams and the like in the area.
I mean, call me crazy, but if we bring this to a little creek or something, it's gonna come to us. It'll step on water, we'll see it. A lot of its advantage will be gone. We'll be on similar territory there. It can't hide, it can't jump, we'll hear it. An open territory for somebody to shoot from a distance or us to shoot from a range.
That's probably a good idea to get where it can't be in the trees. That's less cover for it. I'm just worried about, getting the tail over there. Because if it's as obsessed with this thing as it seems to be, I don't want to be the one carrying it.
That's the part that perhaps we grab and run really gets to that.
Yeah.
we know where we are going at.
We pick it up and run, or we get the axes out and we make the clearing right here, you know?
Oh yeah, that is also...
I mean, that's going to take a while.
So that's a good long while.
Mm-hmm.
While it can come to us. If it's gonna come back to this, it's it'll come back.
I need a decision here. What is the decision?
Yeah.
Have we found any places like this, like a stream location to
There-
lure it to on our way here, like that we could just backtrack to?
Yes. While you were driving through the area, yes, you would be aware that you had passed a few locations. Probably a hard walk on foot. It might be better to, take the car back.
Oh, I see. We need to take the car.
I mean, it can be done on foot. It just, it's gonna eat up daylight, essentially.
Can we bring the car here? I mean, is our car enough of a 4x4 to get to this point in the jungle?
I mean, 4x4 is one thing. Will it fit between the trees?
That also-
Driving through trees and underbrush, it ain't fitting. Like,
Okay.
man, I need a quad bike or something.
Mental note, yep, save for a quad bike or build one.
All right, so we gonna let this thing run free for a little longer, see if it kills anyone else, or are we picking this tail up and making our move right now?
Sasha's gonna go ahead and pick up the tail.
Ooh.
I've got your six.
All right, let's get moving then.
Can we
Wolf it back.
hard walk to the car? Yeah.
All right. So we're headed towards a clearing. Like, I'm willing to carry the tail, but I'm not going to be taking point on the trail. You guys.
You pick that thing up and run. You don't look back.
We are running towards what we believe to be that location with the burned down house. Is it a clearing or were there trees around?
There were trees around it. Specifically, there was a little bit of a clearing, specifically for their car to be able to meet the highway that
Road,
is,
yeah.
the closest road to this area, which is the.
Okay. Would that qualify as a clearing enough? I mean,
No.
Okay.
There's like the nearest river clearing is probably a good 2 to 3 hour walk from where you guys currently are, because this isn't too far away from the house, so it was roughly about a 2 to 3 hour walk to get to the nearest river north.
How far is the car? It's like if we walk to our car, let's say run, half an hour, 15 minutes?
Oh, 5-10 minutes, as stated. This is all...
It takes more time to track than to backtrack.
Mhm.
I think we go to our car and take off to that river clearing type of thing, and
Robert will take point back to the car.
you're in the back. I'm also I'm basically near the Sasha, but checking if anything is following us. Basically.
Perception, then, if
Perception.
you're
Okay.
watching
Yeah.
for things.
Mhm. Yeah.
Also, before you roll your perception, you would need to take a -3.
Because of the rush that we're in, I guess. Yeah. Okay. -3 modifier. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. 1 success. Ooh, okay. At least a success.
Okay, give me one. Sorry, I'm having to bounce between.
Okay, while everyone else goes, I'd like to follow at a distance and just stop and take point take the rear guard every so often and just get clear. So I'm running from cover to cover.
You don't see anything, but there is a certain air. a very uncomfortable air that has now fallen over the woods. You're able to make it to the car. And Sasha, I'm assuming you're driving your car.
Yeah. I'm not eager to be in the smell zone with everyone else. No offense, but y'all are sweaty and nasty.
Yeah, I imagine Robert brought his own pickup.
So we got 2 cars.
Two guys, yeah.
All right. Good.
Kind of
We
hard.
got 3 if we want to take the other guys. They ain't needed anymore. It's probably not registered anyway, so.
2 cars. Okay, I'm at this. I mean, Sasha, you still have the tail though, right, Sasha? So you are the target. One of us should go with you at the very least.
She's gonna say it's unlocked.
All right, I'll come. Okay, let's take the cars. And I'm less sweaty. So swear, which is not true. He's very sweaty.
Yeah, bro. You're a priest. You smell like that weird incense that they use. So not
so weird
not
about
overly
it.
eager.
It brings the right mood to you, Sasha. It's makes you perceive hidden realities.
Makes me think about trying to stay awake for the sermon and failing miserably and getting whooped for it.
That's the wrong kind of godly behavior. We don't do this in our church. So.
Step on the gas, get going.
Yeah, Eddie, you want shotgun or you want to ride in the bed? All right,
You steady, I'll use the roof. I'll jump up into the back.
Freddie, who you going with?
Lock in.
I'm assuming. I hope they already drove off, so I guess I'll get in the truck.
You get shotgun then.
On the way.
So, both vehicles. Thankfully, with vehicles, this probably only takes about, instead of taking a few hours, it takes probably about 30 to 40 minutes to get to a clearing. This place would be beautiful if there wasn't the ominous feeling of, multiple deaths in the area, and the fact that you've just picked up an 8-foot-long thing that seems to be an obsession of the thing that is causing people to die. But it is... You picture the most idyllic area you can, beautiful trees all around you, a bubbling brook, bubbling over the rocks, etc. That's literally where you guys are right now.
Looks like the place to finally solve this in the right way, yeah?
Sorry, question for Poot. Is there a does Robert have like a name? Is he
Whatever
Robbie,
you want.
Bobby?
Robbie,
What's
Bobby, Robert.
Skeeter.
Skeeter, that's fine.
What? How about we any chance you could set something up? Old Boy Scout way, make a couple of traps.
Oh yeah, I got a few of those.
I could do something myself.
You never know when you come across a game trail,
You can take the man out of the core, but you can never take the man out of the core, but you can never take the core out of the man.
So yeah, Robert will take out some animal traps and try and set those around the area. They may not do much, given the size of the tail. He's not sure what size this creature is, but they might slow it down a tick.
Go ahead and give me, this is going to be wits survival as you're placing traps. You're not making traps, you're placing them.
Can I assist on that?
Yes.
Can I assist on that?
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Right, yeah, it's a asset skill, so.
All right, 4 successes.
All right.
So there's a
Sasha-
few around the area and probably a couple near wherever they're setting the tail up.
Is
And
there like a
for
little bit of
that,
rock area in the middle of the brook that we can put the tail on? Just to make sure this goes through some body of water to reach it.
Yeah, there's plenty of like stones. There's even a few stones directly in the middle of the brook that, you know, are high enough that they're dry on the top.
that's where Sasha's gonna set the tail down.
Yeah.
Kind of wash her hands in the stream, too. Hey, is there like if this is the bait, could we take like a dead tree or something like that and stick it so it's like leaning up in the brook near the tail to give this thing the perfect perch to go to grab its tail, but won't hold its weight and will just fall over then? Leave that thing stranded in the middle of the rocks in the water?
That's not a bad one. If I've seen a snare, like building a snare basically, like a trap. Yeah, why not? I mean, we could put something that's purposefully a little bit weakened as a like a little branch or something. It would look like it'll carry it, but yeah. If you're gonna do this, I'm helping you.
You would need to actually set something like that up. That's not, you're not gonna find. It's not one of those, oh, there just happens to be a tree in the perfect location. It is something you would have to, I would need a roll for.
I'm not the crafts guy. If somebody's gonna build something like this, that's
I mean,
I could the ideas.
I could probably set something up, but we'll have to drag that tree over there to over here, and then all this other stuff.
This doesn't sound much like building. This is just shoving a tree in the river.
Before we
Well,
anything,
yes, but you got to shove it in just the right way.
I wanna check while they are doing this. Is it coming or not? We don't know the time frames. While we are hugging the tree, we don't want to get jumped.
Give me
this.
perception.
Yeah. I'm gonna check that. Okay, if it's incorporated.
Well,
Any
Robert
modifiers?
is busy setting traps to check, so someone else got to check.
I just gave a glorious 0 success.
Glorious.
Okay.
Do we do a dramatic failure
And actually, if you want to do a dramatic failure, that's fine.
that could
Standing
make it very
behind you.
impressive. Do we have the group XP system? Do I understand it correctly? So
we'll talk about that later.
okay. So
That's an off-stream thing.
That's,
Oh my!
Let's go for a dramatic failure. Yeah, definitely.
Nobody's liking the 7 successes.
No.
I saw Live's face at 7 successes.
Oh my god.
Oh no!
With 8 again, this is.
So all's quiet. As far as
Still too quiet.
It's a dramatic failure. I'm just gonna say loudly, guys. I think we have enough time to do it. I'm not seeing it.
So, Robert, are you actually going over to get the tree? Are you the one doing that?
Let's see. You'd have to drag it all the way out to the middle of the water where the rocks are, right?
More or less, yes.
Use some help with that if you really want one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tree. I'm gonna go help him move it. Like, it doesn't take a master craftsman to move a tree. I can help with that. Like,
Sasha didn't suggest something that she wasn't willing to help out with, and she's got some strength on her sheet too. So,
All right. Well, let's get to it then.
Yeah. If I can help, I'm gonna help too. Yeah.
I'll show you how to balance it just right.
Edward, you staying out of this?
What he's going to do is just do like a kind of like line, take off the dog tags, just set them on it. So if it breaks the line, get the jingle, or if anything touches that, get the jingle, and then keep lookout while they move it, sweeping the area.
Since you're kind of off by yourself here, Edward.
Eddie, no.
You hear a voice.
I'll be fine and didn't take no dramatic failure.
You hear a voice, but not that of Robbie's, Frederick's, Sasha's, or Bishop's. It sounds distant, but yet close. You get the feeling that whoever is making this voice is attempting to throw their voice somewhat successfully, but not to like a professional level. So it sounds like it's further, but there are qualities of it that make it sound okay. This voice is pretty close by. You can't really determine the direction. Give me my tail back.
Cock the bolts. Bobby Bishop. Tell me you're getting close with that thing.
I would need to roll.
This thing's a talker. This thing's a talker.
Are we hearing?
Yeah.
You're far enough away that you wouldn't be able to hear it. Eddie's having to yell to communicate.
Okay. I'm not hearing anything, Eddie.
We've been treating this thing like it didn't know what it. We've been treating this thing like an animal. This thing knows what it's saying. Knows a thing or two, can communicate at least.
I'm gonna look at the guys. Guys, if this thing can communicate, our plan of the weak tree that falls into the river, that may not hold water anymore. If I may say so. Shall we reassess a plan B here?
Eddie, you sure you just hearing voice in your head?
Yeah, Eddie, if it's okay. Yeah, if that's the case. No. We all do.
I ain't heard nothing.
All right.
Is it Brooklyn?
So,
I'm just gonna listen.
I need everybody to make resolve plus composure rolls. That's
1, 2.
Is this anything that Indomitable affects?
yes, actually.
What? Indomitable useful?
I'm surprised. I think this is like the third time I've taken it and the first time it's been used.
And it turns out I took it too, and I wasn't expecting it to come out just like that. Yes. Not bad, okay.
Well, I'll take a +2.
Yeah.
Everybody's good. Okay. Now, that's negative. If not, it's just there as a reflexive action and can make one other action before anybody can do anything. Eddie, within the next moment, a creature the size of a large dog appears on a tree and then dives at you. While it's the size of a large dog, it is highly feline in its shape. It has roughly about a foot-long stump on its back. Its eyes glow bright red. Even without the aid of darkness, its eyes glow. At this point, what is your defense?
Can I, for the first time ever, use dodge?
Yes, you can use dodge.
Defense is 5.
If you're
I don't know if
dodging,
that's
you
effective,
double your
but I
defense and
rolled
roll
10,
it.
I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Roll
double
it,
your
yeah. Does your defense
No.
still apply to the
No.
attack roll? No. Okay.
You're gambling that your double defense can beat their roll.
Seven oh,
That's nice.
7 successes.
Yeah, good. Ooh. Oh yeah. Okay.
Hoorah!
Okay. I'm making sure I have all my stuff in order here. Okay, yep. Here we go.
Do we do any initiative or something?
It gets to act before anybody can do anything.
Okay.
So not even initiative
I
can be done.
I dodge roll is contested, so
Yep.
yeah.
As you're able to move out
But
of the
that is my
way,
turn.
it skitters across the ground. And in the next moment, I need everybody to roll perception at a -6.
What? Well, that's just going to be a straight chance die. I'm not even going to try.
It is.
Do I need to roll that as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I dramatically fail.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I almost succeeded.
And
No, I
you
didn't.
weren't even gonna roll.
No, I meant
You said roll perception?
Yes.
What's that again?
perception. It's wits composure -6.
Oh.
So, probably going to be a chance die for you. I assume. I don't know your build.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So, with that, I need everybody to make initiative rolls.
Okay.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
Wow, I rolled a 1 for initiative too. I should just stop rolling. Like,
I rolled a 2.
this ain't going well.
I rolled a 3.
15, 10, 9, 6, 2. And I've tossed away that sheet because I've revealed the monster, so I don't really care about people seeing it.
Dang, can I use that attack that I made the mistake of rolling?
Okay. So, at the 15? Bishop.
Bishop.
What would you like to do?
Am I still seeing it right next to Eddie?
It moves, and you can see it move. However, it's one of those movements where you can see it's using everything to block line of sight. So, it's not invisible. It's using very natural predator-like movements, though. So it's breaking line of sight immediately, and you're kind of in the dark right now.
We are on one side of the river, so what I'm gonna do is this thing is gonna come to the tail, and it has to go through the river. Guys, fall back to the rock. I'm gonna say I'm going towards the rock.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, that's what I am doing. And I'm trying to angle it in such a way that I start to get a line of sight to him. I mean, he's moving in his... I'm assuming it's not able to move in my turn, so is there an angle I can slightly move that I get at least a line of sight?
It's not... It's the fact that he's broken line of sight and is now essentially in the bushes, as it were.
I see.
He is in the bushes.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't actually know where it is. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna say, guys, let's get out of the bush. Let's go towards the river. This thing is a predator. It's very difficult to see. I can't see anything. I'm walking into the brook, towards the rock, and I'm gonna prepare an action if I can. If it comes out, I'm gonna lose a round, basically. Yes.
Okay. Sasha.
Sasha's just pulling her truncheon out and just looking around, holding her action. Although I will call out. No, I don't have anything to call out yet. Never mind. So just pulling my weapon, holding my action.
Okay. Robert, since you're somewhat... You're actually one of the furthest people away from Eddie.
Yeah, he was.
This thing is going to attack you. However, since you were one of the furthest people away from Eddie, I'm sorry, but this is a surprise.
Oh no!
No defense.
Oh no! Alright.
Thankfully, I know you have a flak jacket, so...
Yeah. That makes it all better.
That is 4 lethal damage.
Or lethal. So 2 general, so it'll be 2 lethal.
As this thing leaps from the bushes, digs its claws into your chest, looking you directly in the face. Give me my tail back! And then in the next moment, pushes off of you. And dives straight for the bush.
Can I follow with a shot, or is it not my turn yet?
Who has 9 initiative?
Be me, but I dodged. That would be me, but I dodged.
Okay.
So I'm just narratively going to fall out of the
tree line.
kind of on
The
the
tree
back.
line.
Crüjen,
Kind of
you're,
on the back.
his voice is still
But
coming through
rifle
your...
Oh, right. I just gotta.
So yeah, narratively, I'm gonna fall out of the tree line. Kind of, Eddie kind of lands on his back, kind of rifle pointing forward. Just
Frederick.
but yeah, that's
Okay, so I just saw it jump out of the bushes and attack. Or the other guy here. Robert. Yeah. So I don't know all of the other characters.
That's fine, yeah.
Off the top of my head yet. Presumably I'm still over there, right?
Yes,
Like,
you're
'cause I was with him. You see, this is the bad idea, but I guess I. Who?
you're
Why
still
did my
here.
Video ninja just leave me.
Still here.
still got.
Okay.
Still
Well,
here,
yeah, I guess I just have to go dive after it, huh?
All right. You are close enough, so I'm going to allow it. It has 9 defense.
Okay. Well, I will not be succeeding then.
You're gonna attempt to grapple it, I'm guessing?
It ain't gonna matter because I'm rolling a chance die.
You can do it.
Well, actually, okay, here. No, if I spend willpower, I can make it 1 dice.
Succeed on an 8, 9, or 10.
You know what? We'll spend a willpower and attempt to grapple it and try to drag it out of the bush. I was still on a chance die, but I rolled a 7 anyway, so.
Robbie!
Robbie, hit me. Well, Robbie was gonna take a shot into the bush where it jumped, but then Freddy jumped in after it. So he can't take that shot no more. Hey, well, in that case, he's not gonna take a shot, but he's gonna, watch for rustling bushes and try and lead it, and if it pops its head out, then he's gonna take a shot at it.
Perception, and this is of course opposed, -3, as he is moving.
Yeah. I will willpower that, so let's just even that out. So, got 2 successes.
Problem is, as I've stated, when you miss this thing, it gets harder to find the next time.
Yeah, but I did find it this time. Oh, maybe not. The rustle and stop, and I don't know where it is.
Bishop.
How far am I from the tail? And
You would have been able to cross that within that turn, so you could be on top of the tail if you want to be.
I do, because I'm gonna do something special with this. Seeing how much it cares about the tail, I'm gonna take the tail and I'm gonna start smashing it against the rock. You want the tail? Come and get it.
Okay.
I'm trying to make it nuts so it comes to the brook and overlapping fires. That's what. And I wanna hold my action. I'm doing it, but I got my gun. If I see
Yeah,
it,
that's a reflexive. I'll say that's a reflexive. Sasha.
Now, hearing what I've heard, I'm gonna actually call out, and I'm gonna say, "We'll give you the tail if you stop hurting folk."
There's no response at this time.
Then I'm just gonna try and, bolster myself. I don't know where it's coming from, so I'm just gonna kind of keep my truncheon at the ready and just kind of try and be prepared in case it jumps at me.
I think nobody's going to be surprised at who it's jumping at right now. I don't think it's a surprise. But because you are doing that deliberately, you are going to get your defense here because you are waiting for it, so to speak. So what is your defense?
My defense is 5. And I'm wearing reinforced armor, and I'm prepared with my gun to put a bullet on him the moment he shows himself. It, rather, or he, she.
Yes, 5.
Wow.
What?
Yeah, that is bad.
That's 7 lethal damage.
I got reinforced clothing, so that absorbs 1. That is 6 lethal. Is still bad. Where
Yes.
am I?
As this thing lunges out and drags its claws across your chest, tearing into the reinforced clothing you wear. Also, at this point, the armor becomes sundered.
Yeah.
As whatever was considered padded plating in that is just
No more.
Shredded.
yes, and it growls, "Give me my tail back!" And this time it kind of skids across the ground and is glaring at Bishop. It doesn't even make an attempt to go back into the bushes for now.
Yep.
So
Was I able to pull a shot on him? I mean, I had the readied action.
yeah, you're able. Those with readied actions, if you want to take a shot now, it would be your chance.
Yeah, I was one of those.
However, Bishop is a bit far for you. I would say you're going to take a rage, the first of your range penalties on your shotgun.
Okay. I'll need.
I know we haven't really used range penalties, but then again, most people use rifles, so
That's true.
we aren't dealing with enough range to make rifles have a range penalty.
Cool.
So, what is the range? I'll need to look that up.
Oh,
20,
my bad.
20, 40, 80.
I mean, like, what's the actual penalty?
Oh,
I think
minus
it's
1, minus 2.
Is it
I'm
just
sorry.
-1, -2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a
It's
0.
0, minus 1,
actually,
minus
sorry.
2.
Sorry, so -1 then.
You guys go ahead. I'm gonna do the last because I'm gonna use a willpower to make it a rote action. This needs to count.
Was your roll incorrect in some other way other than not spending the willpower? I do have to ask that.
9 again was it is supposed to be a firearm, one of my assets. That's
Okay.
also.
All right. Go ahead and make your roll, Robert.
Okay. -1. Oh, I missed.
Sasha, you were right next to Bishop, so this thing is within range of melee if you wish.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a crack at it.
All right. Defense is 9.
So what I'm doing then is dexterity. Did we have a weapon bonus for my truncheon?
Truncheon is the same as baton, essentially.
So it just bonus damage. There's no bonus die.
Just bonus damage. Okay,
Yeah.
so my roll then is strength and
Weaponry.
weaponry. Yeah, strength and weaponry -9.
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. That is not going to work, but we're gonna roll anyway. That did not work.
No.
Just realised I got a -5
Alright,
modifier on
let's
mine.
try with this. That is a 5 lethal.
Well.
Bam!
5, 4, 5. As your 9mm finds its mark in the upper torso, this thing hisses, and blood begins to trickle out of it.
I'm dropping the tail and jumping into the river. This is the time to, the mission accomplished. Let's survive this part.
Edward.
So yeah, I'm going to take a shot as well. How many attacks are we doing -1 defense per attack?
Well, it doesn't apply its defense to firearms, so that hasn't really been an issue.
Oh, to firearms, yeah. Yeah, so roll over to going prone and take a shot.
Yeah, it's fast. It ain't that fast, essentially.
Okay,
to
so
hear
7.
that.
Right, here we go. 7 lethal.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hunting rifles.
3,
4 lethal
Wow.
bonus damage.
5, 7. That knocks it off of its feet. And you can hear it gurgle a little bit. But You can see that it's staggering back to its feet. Frederick.
Well, I could run up to it, but then I'm also gonna get shot by my teammates. But, so, who is it actively like going after someone still, or like the person that it was fighting jumped into the river, so it's on the ground. So maybe not. Maybe I just answered my own question after talking.
Grapple it.
But it is like out on that rock that we put the tail on, right?
It's not on the rock, because it did leap off of Bishop, so it's just on the forest floor, as it were.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna run up to it and make sure it doesn't get away.
Okay.
Are we going for an actual capture maneuver here?
Do it. Go on, Gandhi, we believe in you.
Probably not, because I think everybody's just got guns pointed at it. I mean, if it's on the ground, I can attempt to, like... Well, no, it's on the ground. It might not even be able to fight back too well. Then we could just execute it. Oh, I gotta do my job. I'm tackling it again. We're pinning it to the ground. We're keeping it down there.
So, I will ask... Okay, so give me your roll.
Defense?
9.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Is it prone when it got shot? Does that help?
That's what I was banking on, but...
I did state that it staggers back to its feet. I didn't give it the knockdown tilt.
Gotcha.
Okay,
I
well,
considered it.
Reconsider it.
Yeah, okay, well then, here we go. No.
Bishop.
Alright, so this thing is calling for it. I'm gonna try something. I took a merit called the Evil Eye. If I forgo my defense, I can try to paralyze it using Wits and Occult. It needs to oppose it by Resolve and Composure, basically.
I'll roll Resolve plus Composure. You give me your roll.
Yeah, I'll do that with an Occult.
Not a bad pool, but...
Alright, I'm gonna add my willpower to it. Definitely that is happening. It's an occult roll, so I'm gonna use willpower to make it Roth. I'm using 2 willpowers. This is not a good thing at all. And this is bad. I got 1 success and it did not work. Damn it. Yes.
Sasha. And yes, I saw your message.
I think Sasha's just gonna... I really don't think there's anything that I can do, just because I can't wait in there and try and hit it again. Everyone's being far better, with the guns. So I think I'm just gonna, play to my virtue and, just say, we can't have you hurting folk. Try and understand.
It snarls. Give me my tail back. And it's gonna make a dexterity athletics roll as it tries to dive past Bishop and go straight for its tail. It grabs its tail and begins to book it. Edward.
Okay, I am going
You've got the longest shot. Here you go.
Here we go. Precision. I am going. So this is the second dot of marksmanship. Exchange points of weapons rating for penalty reduction for a cold shot, which means I get 3 less the usual penalty on a headshot.
Okay.
What am I looking at as a negative modifier?
For a head is 3, so that would even it
So
out.
it's even. Okay. So 7 for a headshot. Here we go. 2 successes, a +4, 6 on a headshot.
You sacrificed your damage, so it'd be a +1. Right?
So,
For marksman?
Sorry?
and I
Marksmanship.
Yeah, you sacrifice your damage to add bonus to the attack, yes?
Yes, that's right.
So,
It's a really slow breathe out.
yeah.
So yeah, it's just at that moment, Eddie is absolutely still.
the bullet finds its mark and hits it in the head. It's surprisingly, the skull's not penetrated. However, this thing is absolutely dazed. No defense can be applied, it is stunned. Frederick? It has no defense.
This is the time.
Yeah, but why not just shoot it again? Like, at this point, I don't need to tackle it. But I mean, I guess I can. We'll run up to it and give it the old, clock in the back of the head, I guess.
You got a knife, no? You tilt a knife or something? No?
Yeah, but I'm bad with the knife. I'm better with my hands.
Tackle it.
Give me that roll.
All right.
It's at your full dice pool plus any modifiers.
Yeah, well, I'm not grappling it. I'm just gonna punch it in the back of the head and hope it dies.
Herb stomp it, maybe?
Yeah, we'll just go kick it into the river.
Right, you hit it. It's still dazed, so it drops the tail at this point from its mouth. Robert?
Robert, how far away is Robert? Still pretty far, probably.
It's ran back towards you because you were on the opposite side of everybody.
All right. But with Freddy standing over it, he can't exactly, shoot it with a shotgun.
You can. It just.
I could.
Wait, you ain't got slugs loaded? You
Not
ain't got
for
a
this.
second shotgun with slugs?
Not for this, no.
And I mean, this isn't the first time that we've shot into melee or ran over somebody with a car,
This is true, but Robert is a responsible hunter. He knows not to do that. How can he, sell someone else guns when they got to take a test that says don't point guns at people? He is going to keep his shotgun trained on it, though. He doesn't want to actually fire, but he wants to keep it trained just in case if it makes a move at Freddy, then he may have no choice.
Bishop.
I mean, I got to say the time for warnings and all this long past. Bishop is going for the center of mass.
Okay, give me
So
the roll.
This is going straight, yeah. Going with this, yeah.
Come on, Bardre. You got it.
That is a 3 lethal.
This thing falls to the ground, labored breathing. It's not dead, but you can tell it has no gumption, no want, no will to fight, and if left, it will die. It weakly reaches out one of its paws and attempts to wrap its claws around its tail and pull its tail back to itself. Frederick and Robbie, you would be close enough to hear it go, my tail.
Robert will approach to... He'll take out his knife and put it out of its misery. Sorry about this, but I mean, you've been harboring too much folks. We can't have you keep doing that. I'll go ahead and end this for you, nice and clean.
And I'm gonna play my voice, Roth. This is the demon spawn. This time.
You have just finished listening to this week's episode of Hunter the Vigil, Critical Measures, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener, and if you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. As always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, why must those who hunt monsters hunt themselves?